안녕. 안녕, 에스파일미즈. 잘 지내서요? Yay! I'm live on YouTube and Instagram right now, so I'm just gonna flick between the two. It seems like something is wrong with the YouTube chat. I'm just going to check. Why? It says it's unable to connect. I don't know if anyone is able to watch on the YouTube because the chat is not showing. I mean, it says it's unable to chat. Please try again later. That is not up to me though. So yeah, it just doesn't want to work right now. I'm just gonna check IG Live. Someone from Algeria says hi. Filipino here. Wow. 안녕. What are you guys up to today? Hello. Hi. Hello. Wave. 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 Wave again. Hello again. Wow. Okay, I think there are people on YouTube Live because there are viewers on there. If anyone is on Instagram Live and on YouTube Live at the same time, then yeah, please let me know. But I think the chat doesn't work and it's related to YouTube's problem. No, my problem. I'm watching from YouTube and Instagram, says Michaela. Okay, fine. So it's somewhat working on YouTube. But can you see my comment? I just commented on the chat on the side on YouTube. Does it work? Oh, YouTube chat works for us at least. So that means you can see the messages? Okay. 몰랐어요. Okay, let me just check. Oh, okay. I can see your messages. When I go onto my own live. Okay, I'm gonna switch between the two, so please excuse me. All right, I'm so sorry for the confusion. So welcome, guys, welcome, and thank you for making it again to another live stream. And today's live stream topic is going to be about unique cafes in Korea. And I'm so excited because, as you might know, if you joined the previous live stream last week, at the same time, I was talking about Instagrammable locations, and that kind of included cafes, but also outdoor places and other pretty places. So this time I wanted to deep dive into unique cafes because there are so many cool and unique cafes that I cannot find in the UK at least. And I think there are so many cool themed places that I just really wish that there were more places like that in the UK or just in other countries where you guys might be. So please let me know what the cafe scene is like in your country. Please comment on this side actually on YouTube, and I'd love to know what it's like. Alice's messages just came so delayed to me. She just typed in capitals, it's fine, the chat is fine. Yeah, everything is super delayed, I think. My screen, my screen and the chat on the side, and Alice's messages came so late that I figured it out. Thank you, Alice, anyway. Yeah, everything is fine. So today's story is about unique cafes, and I'm just curious what the cafe scene is like in your country, and also what kind of cafes do you know about in Korea? I mean, there's lots like cat cafes and dog cafes, even like meerkat cafes. which is really interesting. And there may be some that are very nice, in which they really take care of the animals, but we can't always be sure that they are taking great care of the animals. So anyway, today we're not going to be talking about animal cafes, but we're just talking about interesting themed cafes. So please comment. Cafe scene is pretty much non-existent in Michigan, says Jody. Sad people just go to Starbucks. I know what you mean. There's so many chain cafes. And I find that chain cafes are good because there's stability. Like if you know that you like a specific chain's cafe menu, then you can always go there and get whatever you want. But in Korea, there's a lot more independent cafes. There's such a massive cafe scene in Korea that there's literally like hundreds of thousands of cafes. I don't even know what the figure is. I should probably check, but I think there's like more cafes than people. I don't know. Okay, that's impossible. But I mean, there must be some impressive statistic, because I'm sure that there are so many cafes in Korea, and especially independent ones. And that's what I love. I just love going and walking around and finding some really interesting looking cafes and just going in there and sitting for a few hours, taking photos, obviously, and just trying to find new places. Elia says there's great cafes in Birmingham. My favorite in Korea is the one that looks like 2D paper with black and white rooms and line drawing tables and all. That one became a hot topic. That place is a 2D cafe, and its idea came from W and the Two Worlds, that K-drama / webtoon, and they wanted to make like real life 2D version, and it's really cool. So if you guys have seen that, yeah, that's one of the hot places. So I won't be talking about the super hot places because you guys probably have seen it being like viral everywhere. So I'm going to be showing you guys some, like I said, very unique places. Mihaela says in Romania there's not much. Haha, the most frequented ones are Starbucks and such. We have some nature, plant, cats, cartoons. Oh, Eastern, Asian inspired, and even matcha coffees. Wow, so that's quite a big range, I think. Paige says just the usual cafes, nothing as fun as dog and cat cafes. And Maria says in Greece we're all day in cafes. I have something really cool to show you guys, because I know there's a few of you from Greece actually in our YouTube live, and also possibly in our Instagram live right now. So there's something really cool I want to show you about, something related to Greece and Korea at the same time. So please keep watching. So I'm going to mention the first cafe, and let's see if I can post this in here. So if you guys are on Instagram live, I'd recommend to come onto YouTube live. It's just a little bit more exciting. I will be focusing on talking to YouTube live just because this is through Patreon, and therefore people who are on the YouTube live are mainly from Patreon. And yeah, we'll just be focusing on that today. So if you are on Instagram live, I will check your comments every so often, but I'll be posting more things onto YouTube live. So if you do have a computer, desktop, or laptop right now, then I'd recommend to move over to YouTube live. Okay, so now I'm going to post you guys the first place, which is Cafe El Tierro, which is not Korean, so I may not pronounce it correctly. But I've posted a picture, so if you guys are on YouTube live, you can check out the chat on there and click on that link, and you'll see a picture, and that's a picture that I took in Cafe El Tierro. And I thought it was just so pretty. This cafe is in Sinsadong, and you might have seen pictures of this on our Instagram as well. So if you do follow Instagram, you might have seen this before, but I visited this cafe a few times, and in January, yeah, I visited a lot in January during the coronavirus season. It was just really convenient to go, and there were not so many people. It's pretty new, and I think it opened like around December time, so it's only been a few months, and it's so pretty because I love these like clouds that were hanging inside the cafe, and they had lit it up as well with different colors. And I just love the interior. It was very open and airy, and they kept like the cloud shape as their logo. And I just thought it was such a nice little touch. So I wanted to show you guys that place. And they also seem to be very famous for their coffee. Now, even though I really like cafes, I can't actually drink coffee, unfortunately. I have an allergy to coffee and caffeine. So even though I really like the taste of coffee, I cannot have coffee. So I 100% cannot be the one to tell you whether the coffee actually was good, but I did have some kind of strawberry lemonade there, and it was very nice. It was a bit on the pricey side, but cafes in Korea do tend to be on the pricey side just because they do put a lot of effort into the architecture. And also, people do stay in these kind of cafes for a fair amount of time because it looks so pretty inside. Like they love taking pictures or doing some journaling or working in these cafes. So it makes sense that the drinks are a little bit more expensive. But anyway, talking about the coffee, in Cafe El Tierro, they have their coffee beans in small packages that you can buy. So I suppose, like, I expect that their coffee must be pretty good, that they are selling the coffee beans on its own as well. And they also have their own mugs that you can buy there. So it felt really nice because it didn't feel like just a coffee, like a chain where you just go there, get some work done if you need to, otherwise just grab a takeaway coffee and just leave. But instead, this kind of cafe felt like an art space. Like I just loved the feeling of having things hanging around. There were like plants here and there, and some mugs and loads of things that you can look at and buy. So it wasn't just like, I'm just here to serve you coffee to keep you going today, you know? So I really liked that. Let's see your comments. One of the favorite things about Korea is a unique architecture, says Aliyah. That's so true. Unique architecture and also like interior design, I think, is just really important to keep you feeling like motivated and happy, because obviously there's a high density of population in Seoul especially. So it's really important to use space efficiently and in a way that makes you feel motivated. Maria says, in UK, I drank only coffee in Costa and Nero, who was chain cafes. That's so true. Yeah, there's a lot of Cafe Nero and Costa. Urain says the clouds are so pretty. Jody says, I love how fancy the name sounds, but El Tierra is just the sky in Spanish. Thank you for explaining that, because I had no idea. And I was guessing it is Spanish, but yeah, I wasn't sure. It does sound fancy for sure. Alice says, sad time for Diana. She always looks at my coffee jealously every time we go together, but she cannot drink. Exactly. And I always smell Alice's coffee. I'm like, oh, it smells so nice. I love coffee. Just can't drink it. Anastasia says, in Greece, there are many cafes, different cafes. You can sit for a long time, choose different types of coffee, tea, or chocolate. Usually have nice music, great atmosphere, and kind of sweets. That sounds so good. That sounds exactly like what I'm looking for. And probably the weather is good in Greece, so you can sit outside. That would be so nice. In Korea, there's a lot of cafes that have wide, like tall windows. So sometimes in the summer, you can open like it feels like the whole wall is knocked down. Like the whole of the front of the cafe can be open space. And it just feels so lovely to feel the breeze and sit by the window, even sit outside. Actually, not so many people sit outside. It's a bit too sunny, but like by the window. So there's shade, but you can still see and feel the sun and the wind. It's really nice. Okay, so moving on to the next place is a drawing cafe. And I really want to share this with you guys because every time I post this on our Instagram, there's someone who comments like, where is this? Tell me, where is this? So I'm going to be sharing this place with you. It's a drawing cafe and the place is called 치유의 과정. And 치유 basically means like treatment or therapy, and 과정 is like the process. It's kind of like the process of treating yourself. And I really liked it because it is like the 2D cafe that I just mentioned. In fact, it is a 2D cafe. everything is drawn on, but it is all in color. So the first 2D cafe that someone mentioned was black and white, and that was the first of its kind, and it was in Yeonnam-dong, which is near Hongdae area, kind of west part of Seoul. Is that right? Never eat shredded wheat. Yes, west side of Seoul. And it was, yeah, it was just so pretty because there's so many colors inside that cafe. And um I just thought it was quite unique because everyone was going crazy about this black and white cafe. So everyone was going there, and I had those queues and everything. But the colorful one is in Chamsir. And what was different is that this is not just a cafe, but you can also draw inside. So please click on those links on YouTube chat on the side, and you can see the pictures of that place. And what I really wanted to share with you guys is that I painted something in this cafe. I've actually been there about 3 times, and the first time I went on my own, I just had a really stressful day. I had so many things going on, and I built up so much stress in me. I just wanted to sit down and do something like creative. So I found this place on Instagram using my trusty method. And if you don't know my trusty method on how to find cool places in Korea, then you need to watch the previous live stream from last week, the same time today, because it was really, really a great tip. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I painted. I brought this back to the UK because I actually gifted it to my mom. And I painted this, which is a whale. And I hope you can see it well. Actually, this pen was not great, so I could not write well, but I was happy with the way the painting came out. And I didn't know what I was going to paint, but I really like blues and purples, so I went with this whale. And I also really like the universe and the night sky, so I added like these kind of dots around it. I hope you like it. So yeah, this is what I painted there, and I'm thinking of digitizing this somehow and including it in um, some kind of thing for Inspire Me Korea box. Like, I don't know yet, but yeah, I'm thinking about what I can do. But if you guys have, can you guys like give some advice about where you guys want to see this? Because I'm still preparing like the contents for the box. And yeah, I have a few ideas, but I want to paint more and have some kind of collection and then show you guys in some cool idea in our box. Okay, let me see your comments. Wow, you guys said so many things. If anyone visits Birmingham, you should try Medicine Cafe in the city center. Wow, Medicine Cafe, what does that mean? Jody Spark says, your acronym for the directions. I say never eat soggy waffles. What? Aaliyah says, no, Medicine Cafe is organic, homemade. It's also gallery, very earthy, white walls, loads of plants and lights. Wow, that sounds amazing. Alice says, where's my gift? You have been in isolation, so I have not given you anything. But I did send you a bunch of stuff. In fact, I gave you a gift. I gave you sheet masks. So please be happy about that. Mint Chalk Me says, that sounds so artistic and fun. Your painting's beautiful too. Thank you. Izzy says, how beautiful. So pretty, so beautiful. Maria says, Hapur. Yay! You remember Hapur. And in Serbia, we have a special cafe or restaurant that's called Kafana. In this place, you can drink tea and coffee and all kinds of drinks. Also, you can eat traditional food. Wow, that sounds super nice. Coffee, tea, and all kinds of drinks. I just really wish to find a place where I can drink like a bigger range of things on the menu, not just coffee. because as you know, I cannot drink coffee. So I just really hope some cafe will just listen to my cry and make some nice hot drink. Like apart from hot chocolate, I just really need someone to invent something more exciting, you know. Ashley says, so cute. I love galaxies. Thank you. A postcard style. That's a really good idea. I'm thinking of, yeah, something like that. I want to make some kind of series with these paintings. So maybe a few other um, animals with some galaxies and things. And I just real quickly saw Instagram live. Claire, hi. Nice to see you again. CL Brown says, I cannot drink coffee either, tea all the way with honey. That's so true. We need more teas. I just feel like sometimes it's not worth the price because it's like a tea bag with hot water most of the time. Obviously, it would be so great if there are um, better options. Okay, I'm gonna paste the next cafe slash restaurant in the YouTube so you can see it there. And the place is called Plant, so please check out on our YouTube live if you just joined on our Instagram live. There's just more things going on there, and I'm pasting all the links into our YouTube live chat, and I'm looking more at YouTube. So if you have some time, then head over to our YouTube live. Okay, so the next place is Plant, which someone in my previous live asked me to talk about some kind of vegan places, and I did mention that Plant is a really pretty place, but I didn't have a chance to show you the photos, so that's why I came back again today to share with you guys some photos from Plant. So please click on those two links. There's two photos. And it's so pretty, right? There's some really nice plants hanging inside. The lighting is so nice, and the menu is great as well. So there's like wraps, and I had a wrap which had some tofu inside with beans and really nice sriracha sauce. What else? I just really like the type of wrap. I don't like the really floury type of tortilla wrap, but this one was so nice and thin. The links didn't work. Yeah. Oh, it works for me. They're two different links. You might have to separate them. Let me send them separately. Does that one work? That one worked for me, and this one. So there's a picture of the wrap that I had with tofu and spinach, and I also had the pumpkin spice latte, which was so nice. Where? Wait, is it working? Oh, okay, it's working now. Okay, great. So there's a pumpkin spice latte, which is a special during Halloween time, and it is so nice because actually I really regretted it. They have a cream that they put on top of that drink, and at the time they asked me, and I felt like really guilty for ordering so many things. So I said, no, please give me without the cream. And then I regretted it immediately because I saw my friends who had it with the cream and it was so nice. So next time I'm gonna try again. Hopefully it's not out of season, but usually they have it during October. And then I had this in like December, I think, or January, and they still had this on the menu. So I hope it stays for a long time. Okay, and that was Plant, and that's in Itaewon. So I also put the information in the YouTube live chat with the links, so you guys will know where it is. But it's not hard to find at all, and it's really easy to go, especially by bus. There's a bus stop just on the same road. Elia says, if you're ever in Leicester, check out Kai Kitchen. It's to die for. Their pancakes, oh my god, their matcha latte and chai lattes are amazing. Wow, Kai Kitchen, that sounds so good. I I like chai lattes. Usually chai has tiny bit of caffeine, I think, but I think I can have it. I have had it a few times secretly, and I didn't have any problems, so I think it's okay. Urain says, I look so good. Talk about food makes me hungry now. Me too. I want a really nice hot soy latte or something without caffeine, obviously. Have you ever been to a BTS cafe? Yes, I went to Together. I believe the place is called Together. And it's in Yongsan, I think. I went with a friend randomly. So I met with a friend and we had lunch, and I did not know he was an ARMY, like a BTS fan. I don't know if he would, excuse me, identify himself as an ARMY, but he likes BTS, and I didn't know that. And so he suddenly was like, do you know there's a cafe where they filmed in that Run episode? And I was like, oh yeah. And then he's like, let's go together. So we just randomly went together, and it was so fun. Um, excuse me. Yeah, we went to And Gather, and they had the neon sign in purple with I forgot now, but there's some kind of quote on this neon sign, and it was in the cafe where BTS filmed their Run episode where they had to become baristas, and it was so cute. I took a photo next to that neon sign, and then I realized just how short I am compared to V, because yeah, the neon sign was like at least like a head above me, and for V it was like it was here, but the neon sign was like above me. So I realized that I am much shorter than V. Maria says looks warm and peaceful place. Urine says my country is on lockdown. So I guess you have to cook a lot at home, right? I'm just curious, like in general, do you guys cook a lot? And if not, do you have to cook a lot now? Because I personally am someone who likes to cook. I don't know if you saw Alice's live like end of last week. Alice did a live, and she mentioned that I really love cooking and staying indoors, and yeah, that's just something that I love doing. So it hasn't changed much. Like being on lockdown has not changed my daily life that much, to be honest. It has changed a lot for Alice, but yeah, for me it's okay. Izzy says chai lattes are my favorite. Mint Choc Me says that's so cool. Makes me want to visit it so badly. Urine says people complain cooking 3 times a day. Right. After this lockdown, everyone is going to gain weight. That's so true. I've been eating a lot. Because I've been cooking a lot, I feel like eating a lot as well. I like both. I like cooking and I like eating. And Relic says, when you have free time, search Belgrade, Serbia on the internet. City is very beautiful and have interesting places. Thank you for the recommendation. I'm going to search that right after this live. It sounds amazing. It's just so cool to see what kind of cafes that you guys have where you live. Thank you for sharing. Bread is a luxury now. That's so true. Actually, I've been making some bread as well recently. It's not easy and you have to be so patient, but it is so rewarding once you get like fresh bread from the oven. So yeah, I super like that. Okay, anyway, we're moving on to the next place, which is 대림창고. And this is in Seongsu-dong. I'm gonna paste it here now, and the links might be one after another, so please be careful. There are 3 links here, so please click on them separately. Hi, Amanda. Nice to see you. Please head over to our YouTube if you just joined on our Instagram live, because I'm focusing on YouTube today, and we're chatting in the chat box on the side, and I'm also pasting the links for photos if you want to see those. So please head over to our YouTube live if you are free. So right now we're talking about Terim Chango, and actually it is a uh, really cool space. I don't know whether to call it a cafe, a restaurant, a gallery, or a warehouse. So the word Chango means warehouse, and it was once a factory slash warehouse before it became this kind of gallery cafe space. And you can see from the photos. So let me just see which ones they are. Okay, the first photo is of this drink that I got. I believe it was some kind of strawberry aid and grapefruit. It was super nice. Mm, what's the name of the YouTube channel? Is Inspire Me Korea. So please search Inspire Me Korea and you can see the live. Okay, so yes, you can see from the first photo, the drink that I had, it was so juicy. And at this time, actually, it was a little bit cold the time that I went, but inside is so airy and so spacious, but it was warm enough. And you can see there's like really cool ceiling and there's kind of like wooden planks across. And the whole space was kind of like wooden, made of wood. And it was just so spacious. There are loads of trees. There were so many trees inside. So you can see if you click on those photos that I've posted. Okay, let me see what the second photo was. Yeah, so same kind of thing. It's like inside the cafe restaurant, and the kitchen team was super nice. So because there wasn't anything vegan actually at this place, so I asked them if they could make something like some salad or pasta and make it vegan, and they really, really managed to make it. So I was super grateful for that. And it was super delicious. So in the third photo, I believe, is the picture of the thing that they made specially for me, which was a pasta. And as you can see, my camera is also there. I was taking lots of photos of it. The pasta was so good, and it had a lot of garlic and onions and tomato pasta. It was honestly the best pasta I've ever had in Korea, and that was not even on the menu. So I believe that the kitchen team are fantastic, and whatever else that they make must be great. But they were super kind and accommodating. And if you are vegan or vegetarian, it's quite hard to eat in Korea because a lot of the restaurants pre-make their things like sauces, so it's not easy um, to find vegan food. But when they are accommodating and they're able to like adapt the menus and recipes, I was just really happy to see that. And let me check your comments. Maria says, I really love interior plant and tree decorations in cafes and restaurants, and I like the tables with wheels. It's so unique. Right. So it's actually kind of a gallery as well because they have loads of paintings all like inside being showcased. And I'm not sure if they change it often, but I assume so. And this area is like a hip area for young artists and designers to hang out here. And I just really loved it because it was spacious, it felt really inspiring, and just a really cool place to hang out, to take photos. And like you said, with like the plant theme, it was really, really unique. And that whole area, Seongsu-dong, is used to be like shoe factory area where lots and lots of shoe factories are. So a lot of them have closed down now and changed into something else. So there are actually a lot of cafes that were once a factory, shoe factory, and became a cafe, and they kind of kept the same kind of architecture and structure on the outside. So it's really unique. There's another cafe called Onion in Seongsu-dong, same area, and that is so famous. It was also a shoe factory before, and so they kept like their walls, which are kind of concrete walls still, and there's some kind of bricks here and there. It just gives you kind of like rustic feeling, like you could time travel and see what the shoe factory was like, but minus the shoe and minus the factory. Yeah, it was a really cool area. So I highly recommend Seongsu-dong if you like to look for cool and interesting cafes. Aaliyah says, Jamie Oliver's Insta is keeping me fed and alive with new recipes. What kind of recipes have you bookmarked? I am considering to make something really delicious this afternoon, but I know Alice is on this live and I wanted to surprise her. So I'm gonna make it, and I guess I can't tell you guys, or Alice, please close your ears. I can't wait. It includes cinnamons, and it includes cinnamon and icing sugar and some bread and some almonds. Use your imagination. Aliyah says Medicine Cafe and Bakeries building used to be something to do with medicine back in the day. Okay, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Okay, moving on to the next one. It's the last one that I have in this kind of list is called Acacia Cafe. And I walked past this place so many times and I was like, oh, I need to really go there. And I never ended up going there for a long, long time. And then one day I had to do a business meeting and my friend reminded me about Acacia Cafe. So I decided to do it there and it was so pretty. And I really want to show you because this was during Christmas time when I went there. So they had all these like Christmas trees up. And not just the Christmas trees, but the whole atmosphere. So they have this outdoor patio kind of area. And I really like that vibe. And in the summer, they have all these tables and chairs that are outside. And this cafe has been open for quite a long time. I've seen it since like 3 or 4 years ago. So it's definitely not a new cafe and it's still been around for a long time. So I guess it's been well loved. So check out those 2 links that are on the YouTube live chat. And what else have I got to say? I had a really nice like grapefruit hot tea. And as you can probably see, there's some kind of theme. I do like grapefruit, and grapefruit flavored drinks are quite frequently on the menu. So that's why. But I had that and I had these fries. So there weren't many options if you want to eat like a small snack. So I had these fries with a friend, and thankfully we shared it because I expected it to be small, but it was big. It was like a main portion. So I really enjoyed the fries there. They were like thin fries. And I don't know, the interior was so nice. And the picture that I posted on Instagram yesterday, which you might be able to see on our post of me holding like a menu that was taken in Acacia Cafe. And it was such a nice little corner. It's actually, it's in a little corner, so it's not easy to find as such, but it's a little hidden gem. So I really wanted to recommend this place called Acacia Cafe. Aaliyah says I made fresh pasta with this water and flour recipe. His water and flour recipe. It was an okay first attempt. Tasted fantastic though. That's amazing. Well, taste is all that matters, and if it tasted good, that's good. I don't like to waste food. Okay, so I have a few more places that I want to show you in a different format. I thought if I could like change it up a bit, it would be quite fun. So I have the photo book that I used last week in my other live stream. And this is our From Korea with Love photo book edition 1. And if you haven't got this yet, it comes in a K language box. And also you can buy this on its own in our shop. If you go to inspiremekorea.com, you can see this in our shop. And this is our exclusive book that we created ourselves with photos that I took and also our team took. So if you have this on hand, then please check it out. But I will be showing you the photos that I'm talking about in this live here anyway. So if you just flick to near the back, there is a place in Busan that I wanted to share with you in Busan. And I went there in the summer. And here is the photo. So this place is called Home. And I went with Alice. So if Alice is still in the chat, she will remember. But we literally stumbled across this place called Home, and we were just walking down the street, and then I saw a little what is it called? What is this called? Board? Yeah, this kind of board that was on the ground, and it said like music, food, and drinks, and it just looked like a really nice vibe. So we walked in there and ate in there, and I have to tell you, this restaurant cafe name is called Home, and it really, really felt homey and cozy inside. And there was like separate rooms, like two different rooms, one with like one big table and a lot of chairs, and then another room with like 3 tables or so. And then there was this really cute dog in there. It was like big and fluffy, and I took photos with the dog. And basically, if you want to see a bit more about this place called Home, because I highly, highly recommend, then you can check it out on our YouTube. I did post a video about Home, and it's in one of our Busan vlogs, which came out like around September or August last year. So if you're interested, you can check that out. Aaliyah says, can you list these in the description so we can write them all down at once? Indeed. So you already have the list that I just sent, right, with the images. So this place is called Home, and it's in Busan. I'm going to type them up as we speak. Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, you can find out this more information and a video of this place, because honestly it does not do it justice showing you this, because there were lots of really beautiful artwork inside. They also had incense burning inside, so it just smelled so nice and welcoming, and the owner was super welcoming as well. So I highly recommend this place called Home. And if you just flick over a few more pages, there is this photo. And this is of the skyline by the beach, Gwangali Beach, which is one of the famous beaches in Busan. And this photo was taken in a cafe. And the cafe was a comic book cafe, and it was called Tea and Books. Tea space N and then space books. And it was such a beautiful place. So you can check out yes, I also did a vlog on this. So if you are on our YouTube channel, then later on you can check out the vlog on Busan. But Alice and I were just hanging around around Gwangali, and we really wanted to see the sunset, but we were getting so tired, so we thought, let's go to a cafe. And we found this comic book cafe, and it was just a perfect place because they had massive windows, literally from the ceiling down to the floor. And there are like kind of booths with some pillows and mattresses, so you can sit by the windows and just lie down and like sprawl out and watch the view. So this is the photo that I took from the window, so you can imagine just how big the window was and what the view was like. So we sat there and watched the sunset all the way until it became dark, and it was really, really great place. So I highly recommend this. It's called Tea and Books in Busan. Okay, and on the opposite page you can see the interior of the Tea and Books cafe, and you can see how neat it is. I just love neat spaces, and they had so many books and also comics and magazines as well. So highly recommend this place. And the next place that I have bookmarked, wow, we're running out of time already. Okay, I think this is the last place. It's a place in Jeju Island, and the place is called Honeymoon House. Oh, it's so beautiful. So on this day, it was like the end of October / beginning of November, so the weather was absolutely perfect. So in case you didn't know, Jeju Island is actually warmer than Seoul. Like the further south you go, it gets a little bit warmer. So during this time, it was a little bit cold in Seoul, but it was pretty warm in Jeju. And you could see the sun with casting all the shadows from all the trees. And then if you go outside of the cafe, you get to see the sea, the view of the sea. And they had some really beautiful windows, and the interior was beautiful. So I also took a video about this, and it's on our YouTube channel. And I think the video is called Honeymoon House. So you can find it easily. And if you just go to the next page, you can see in the bottom corner, this is also another photo that I took from the same cafe. And you can see how wide these windows are, right? It's so beautiful. And my friend ordered a tiramisu. So she had this tiramisu. You can also see that on the next page. And this is all featured in that video that I made. So if you're interested, you can check that out on our YouTube channel called Inspire Me Korea. And the final picture that I wanted to show you before I wrap up is literally like the second last page. And this is a photo that I took on the beach. I actually visited Jungmun Beach, Jungmun Sekdal Beach, and it was such a wonderful day. The weather was absolutely perfect, and I managed to see the sunset. So I spent the morning, I went to like a hair salon, and then I took a bus for about 30 minutes to get to this beach. And I spent that day on my own. I just had too many thoughts that week and so many things going on with work, and I just felt really overwhelmed. So I decided to go there on my own and just spend a day in Jeju on my own. And it was such a healing experience. I really wanted to share this with you guys. I filmed a little bit because I just love filming and taking photos, as you guys have heard several times now. But for me, like doing a digital detox is great. I think not using my phone is really helpful for me, but being able to carry my camera and being able to create something and capture things that I find really beautiful and finding different angles and just finding something so unique and beautiful in small things, I think that really fulfills me and heals me. So anyway, I carried my camera and I went to this beach in Jeju, and it was almost empty. There were not many people there, and the sand was just warm, and I just sat there. I just had one layer, like just one kind of sweater and leggings, and I just sat there for hours, and I just took photos and videos and just sat. And it was the most healing experience that I've had in a long time, and I really wanted to share this with you. So I prepared something really interesting in the form of a digital content. I'm really excited to share this, but I think that the healing that I received and what I could film on that day, I really wanted to bring it to life and share it with you guys. So it took a good few months of me to consolidate and decide how I want to share this with all of you. But I hope that this is a way of, there is some way to share it with you guys. So the last 10 minutes that I have on this live, I really want to share with you about this digital content piece that I have prepared. And it will be included in a care package that we are preparing, which I am super excited about because it's taken a while to come up with all of the contents, and there's just some really meaningful things in this care package that I've prepared for you guys, and I just really can't wait for all of the items to arrive to me so that I can do another live stream and explain each thing and like why I chose them, because there's just a lot of thought behind everything that we put into this care package. But yes, this care package is going to be ready. So you guys will be able to pre-order this care package, I mean, from now actually, and then it will be fully released in about 1 week's time. We're going to put out more sneak peeks and announcements soon in the next few days. So please look out for it. But it is very almost ready, and I can't wait for you guys to receive it. There's just a lot of like interactive items in there so that you can kind of spend your time thinking a bit more and interacting with the things inside the box. There's a few K-pop items to keep you guys going because I'm sure that will be an exciting point for you guys. And what else? There's some self-care tips that we included in this box. And there's a lot of food items as well. So I know some of you guys are saying that you're getting bored of cooking, but there are some super easy recipes that I can share with you guys. And there's a few ingredients that are going into the box as well. So that's going to keep you guys going. I think this box is going to last you quite a while. There's a lot of things to do in that box. And yeah, we thought a lot about what we can include and what you guys would be able to pamper yourselves with. And I just thought about what kind of things do people need right now? And what would I need right now? And we prepared this box with a lot of thought, and we included some kind of digital version inside this box. There's a little secret twist to this box, and I just can't wait for you guys to receive it. There's more of language learning as well, and more beauty products, basically more of everything. So yes, I'm so excited. So if you guys like the sound of this care package, then make sure to look out for our sneak peeks and announcements, because that's going to be coming out soon. Amanda Wardrop says, I can't wait to pre-order. Yay! I knew you would like it. And Ruta says, so excited about the care package. Yay, thank you. I really, really, really can't wait as well. Very thoughtful of you. Thank you. Yes, and Alice is working on the assets right now, and I just finalized the contents, and yeah, it's going to be ready super soon. Ray says, thank you so much for this live. I really like your view on exploring cafes, and you know the little things. I hope you had a great day, and thank you for your time. It's so good. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much for saying that. I just love cafes, so I have a lot to share. And and earlier I did mention there's something related to Greece that I didn't manage to get to, so I'll really quickly finish up with that. But there's a place near Apgujeong area, which is in Gangnam area, and there is a cafe called Mamma Mia Cafe. And I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but I also found this place using my Instagram tips. So yes, Instagram tip rules. But it is the most beautiful cafe I've ever seen in my life. I don't know why it took me this long to talk about it in this live, because I'm talking about the unique cafes. But it has fully pink bricks. Like the whole like outside of this cafe was painted bright pink, and then it says Mamma Mia outside in white. And it is hands down the most beautiful cafe that I've ever seen in Korea. Just like on the right side of it, there's like these hanging flowers, like really, really long flowers, like probably half of my body's height hanging. And there's like an open area as well. And at that time, they didn't have like tables outside in that open area, but I feel like they could definitely set that up, so it's a possibility. And then inside there's like this massive mirror with like golden like decorations around it, and loads of like swirly flowers. And then there are so many cakes, like honestly, like a whole like Harry Potter style table of cakes, but like loads of pretty ones with like googly eyes painted on them, and like really cute icing decorations. Even the toilet was pretty, guys. And basically the whole theme was Mamma Mia theme, which is why I was talking about how it's kind of related to Greece. But I just felt like I was on holiday, and there's an upstairs, and it felt like a conservatory. It was really big, and it felt like kind of like a wedding hall, but not as big as a hall. And there were just so many flowers, and the roof was transparent so you can see outside. It was so beautiful. So I really want to share that with you. The place is called Mamma Mia Cafe in Apgujeong, and we just posted a picture of the Mamma Mia Cafe today on an Instagram post. So please check it out. It's got the iconic pink walls, so you'll see what I mean. And if you guys are following me on my personal Instagram, you'll also see the Mamma Mia cafe pictures. If you scroll a little bit, my Instagram is Diana.0. Yeah, so if you're following me there, you'll be able to see there's so many pictures of Mamma Mia Cafe because I just took so many there. Oh, and we have a YouTube YouTube video on our channel about Mamma Mia Cafe. And I took like an epic video in there, so please check it out. It is so beautiful. I so want to just live there. Met says, this is my first time seeing a live stream with you, but I really enjoy it and will be looking forward to the next time. This was so relaxing listening to. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thanks for joining and thanks for being here with me and chatting with me. I only have a few minutes left, so I just wanted to let you know that if you do want to join in on any other live streams, we're streaming like 4 to 5 times every week. This week we have 5 streams. Tomorrow I'll be back with Alice. Woohoo! If you guys missed Alice, please comment, send her some love. But Alice will be out of her isolation tomorrow, so we're going to be hanging out tomorrow, and we are going to do a Tipsy Live, guys. Do you know what Tipsy Live is? Like if you just search on YouTube Tipsy Live, and maybe some K-pop idols will show up, and they basically drink in a restaurant and eat and sing their songs. But I'm not a singer, Alice is not a singer, so we're just gonna chat and hang out and answer questions and drink and have a good time because we need to celebrate. She's gonna come out of her self-isolation, so we're gonna be drinking makgeolli. And if you don't know what makgeolli is, then you have to join tomorrow to find out. But yes, we are gonna be here tomorrow. I believe it's evening, 7 p.m. BST, because no one's going to be drinking in the afternoon. So yes, we're going to be drinking and having some snacks and hanging out with you guys. So please come back tomorrow. And if you do want to join our Patreon to see our full live streams and also see exclusive contents and join our group chat, because Alice and I and Jin are on the group chat, and you guys can ask us questions anytime, and we'll be sharing like extra contents, and we chat with each other as well, so Inspire Me's can share their things with us. So it's a really exciting and cool platform. So you can join our Discord if you join our Patreon. So please check out our Patreon. It's patreon.com/InspireMeKorea. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I possibly will be tipsy. If you're on our Discord, don't forget to poll on who you think will be tipsy first, Alice or me. But thank you for watching, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Maria says, thank you, Diana, for your recommendations. I'm just going to really quickly type up the cafe, the last cafe. Okay, that is all. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye, Inspire Me. Check out our website. 안녕. Have a good day. Okay. Bye.